What's up, guys? Welcome back to Brain Gains. It's currently Sunday evening. I'm gonna go biking here in a bit after I finish this video, but like I promised in yesterday's video, I'll be bringing back exercise guides to some extent and doing other videos on weekends that are different than my usual kind of like review videos throughout the week as I talk about my workouts or my rest days. So I'm bringing back the workout series guide, the how-to videos to some extent, and I'm going to be doing that today with decline push-ups. The usual disclaimer stands, I'm not a certified physical trainer. I don't have any formal education or schooling in physical therapy, physiology, biology, any of that stuff. So everything that I teach y'all or tell y'all, take it with a grain of salt, do it at your own risk. I don't, assume any hazards that you may come across while you do these exercises. Also, if you want to consult your doctor first, if you have any questions, or consult the internet too, I can put some resources down in the description of the video if y'all want. But as the usual, I guess, order of events goes in these videos, I talk about, we're going to be covering the decline push-up, the muscles that it works, and then after that I'll be talking about form and then do a few examples. But muscles it works, starting from the bottom up. Doesn't work any legs, anything like that. Doesn't really work any abs unless you're, for some reason, just standing there in between positions. You're kind of doing like somewhat of a plank. But the main muscles worked are going to be in your chest, mainly your upper chest and your shoulders. You're going to be obviously a bit of arm because you're moving your whole arm, and some of your, like all your chest to some extent, because that's just part of the movement. But the main exercises or muscles worked in this exercise are going to be upper chest and your shoulders. That is the point of this exercise, and the reason that comes about is that the angle that your arms are at for regular push-up versus a decline push-up changes to where your shoulders are activated at that higher angle, into where that's why they come into play in these and not regular push-ups. So as far as form goes, there's about 3 ways you can do it. 2 of the ways are pretty similar. I'll be going into that, I guess, when you show the examples, because it's easier to show it than explain it. So I'll see you in a second. Alright guys, we're back. I took off my shirt so that you can see, I guess, muscle activation as I do the exercise. You can see what's, being worked and stuff like that. But I'm going to start off with showing the form of the one that's similar with the other one. The 2 that are closer. So I'm only going to show one of them though, because I don't like the other one, and my chair isn't exactly soft enough to show it. But the first one is just pretty much a regular push-up form, except that your legs are elevated onto a chair. You want to have a solid chair, not like a moving chair, because you want to have a base that stays still and solid while you're doing this, to where you're not working your core or legs at all, trying to keep steady, and then it's just your arms. So the basics of this one is, like I said, just a regular push-up, except your legs are just elevated. So legs straight, back straight, arms out, maybe a bit wider than shoulder width, and keep your neck straight, in line with your back. And then you just go down and up. It's just like a regular push-up, like that video, if you want to go back and review that. Just down, up, up. So that was just the first variation of exercise, but the second variation is more geared towards working on doing like handstand push-ups, but with some assistance, to where it's like a learning step in doing unassisted handstand push-ups. This one, you're still gonna have your feet on the chair, your legs straight and your back straight, except that there's going to be a bend at your waist. So you're going to try to keep your waist at a kind of a 90-degree angle if you can. My chair isn't exactly the most stable. It's better on a bench, but you're not going to extend out as far like a regular push-up, so you're going to be in more. And like I said, you're going to have a bend at your back or at your waist that your head's facing down on these towards, like I said, like a handstand push-up. And this one, I feel like works your shoulders a bit more because you have more weight centered over your shoulders. So there's pretty much what it is. You just down, up. I am kind of struggling with them because they're a bit hard and I haven't done them in a while, but it's more geared towards, like I said, handstand push-ups, maybe overhead press, because your shoulders are actually pressing kind of up over your head like you would in that handstand or overhead press position, rather than just doing like with the push-up. And I also feel like those work your shoulders a bit more because, like I talked about earlier, the angle from regular push-ups to decline push-ups goes even further when you're doing those because your shoulders are kind of up here pressing until it's completely shoulder. I feel like less chest also. So depending on which muscle you want to work out, you can vary between them, and also how your back behaves when you're doing those. Make sure you're not going to injure yourself doing the second version, because you are, angled with your back, and you don't want to injure it. So I'm out of breath. But I think that's going to be the video. As usual, if you have any questions or anything, let me know down in the comments. Next weekend I kind of have an idea of what I want to talk about in the video. It won't be an exercise guide, but it will be something informative about something related to lifting involving food. And so yeah, hope you all ready for that. And I'll be going biking later tonight, like I said, and hope that goes well too. But as usual, hopefully with COVID, y'all wearing those masks and around public and around people. If you could like the video, really appreciate it. If you could subscribe to the channel, also really appreciate that. I'll catch you all next time. So adios.